Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's session, we are going to have a look on Power Apps preview feature in MS Teams. So this new feature enables us to create an quick application within the MS Teams and store our data there itself rather than moving the SharePoint list. I have this MS Teams open. Now I'll click on these three dots and I'll try to find out Power App. Now you can see Power Apps. So if I click on this will open the Power App pane and where I can see the existing apps, and as well as I got the capability to create a new app. So how this is different? So a new data source has been introduced with this create app, which will allow us to store the data there itself and make the modifications as well. So to have a look on it, I'm just going to create a new app. So I'm clicking on create an app and I'll just bind that up with one of my channel, my company forum, and I am just waiting to get it provisioned. So now this Power App has been provisioned. Now you can see the look and feel is all together. Like if you're familiar with Power Apps, then you can see in the left navigation we have that the tree view to open up the screens. We can have that data source, and if you go back to data source, you'll find that create a table set up to your database. So this is something which is new. We haven't seen creating direct capability of creating tables within the app. So now this capability we are going to create and manage our data. So if I click on this create new table, it will ask me to what table name I would like to use. So you can have the multiple tables as well, and then you can connect all these tables using lookup columns. So let's say I am creating this inventory management table where I'll be putting up the inventory of my company, and it will create one list where I can provide the additional columns. So now you can see it automatically created one default column which is mandatory. You can just rename it by clicking on the added column. You can just say item name, and as this is an inventory management, so I would be just adding few more columns for different inventory. For example, laptops. So how many laptops are there in my center? So I can just keep it as number, and let's say how many chairs, and I can also keep one column stating that status of that site. So let's say I can choose that as choice field, and in the choice field I can specify the choices. So let's say active site, and the new choice, let's say inactive, and you can also specify the color against it. So I can just simply choose for the inactive one, I can choose the other blue amber color, and if I click create, it will create up that column. So now this inventory list is the table is already done. We can directly add up the data. So let's say this is my some development center 1, and which is having 300 laptops and 1200 chairs, and the site is active. And you can keep on adding up the data. You can say DC2, and it's a small DC with 40 laptops and 80 chairs, and the site is active. So this is how you can simply manage the data by using this table, which is a newly data source for Power Apps. So I can just close that out. It's saved. Now you can see it has loaded up this default screen, and if I just zoom it out, then you can see the screen is having in the left hand side this records, and if I click on this records, this will open up the details for this on the right hand pane. And if I click on this preview, you can see it's a screen, and there are two components to it, a right panel and left panel. And in the left panel we have that all the listing, and in the right panel, based on that listing, the gallery would be, the detail added form would be opened up. So pretty much standard basics what we actually been created with the Power Apps. So now as we are done creating this simple data management inventory management app, then we can simply save it. And if you click on app, you can just name that one. So let's say inventory management. And under the setting, you can specify the settings or the colors for the pretty standard way which we used to specify for any canvas app. So I can simply change the background for this app. Screen orientation, you can choose whatever you would like to have. So let's say portrait. And in the advanced setting, if you are using some complex logic, then you can specify the delegation controls, limits over there. And as well as if you move down, and there are pretty much mixed reality settings. If you would like to have your app to show up the reality settings in your specific development site with the 3D models, then you can also do that. So I'm just going back and saving once again because I changed the settings. And once I click on the publish to teams, it will ask me to add up to a specific channel. So it's loading up the screen. So the channel which is available under my teams is general. So I can just simply click on this and save and close. So this will make this inventory management application available under my general channel under my company forum. All right, so before moving to that, to have a real-time look, I would like to also show you that you can add up the other data as well. So for example, this inventory management we have added up there. So you can also create a new table, and let's say it's a table for all your sites or all development center. So you can simply have this list where you can list down the details of your development center. For example, I can just rename that to name of your DC, and then location, address, and all that stuff you can keep. And after that, you can specify a lookup from this DC center to your other list, inventory list. So let's say location. Right, so this DC item, let's say I'm adding up this India DC1, and address is, let's say, Bengaluru, and we can have this multiple rows over there, and then we can specify a lookup between this inventory management and all the development centers. So this is how we can create the multiple tables and have the references between them. So this is the plus advantage which we doesn't use to have in the SharePoint list. And if I click again publish to teams, then it should publish the entire changes to teams once again. So now I go back to my teams just to have a look at whether my app is available or not. So I have just went to the company forum, general. So now you can see in one of the tab, I can see inventory management, and if I click on that, so it loads up that app with that background which we just set. So now you can see we have these records over there, and if I click on the other record, it keep on changing the data based on the selection, and from here itself you can add up a new record, and if you select it, you can click on the pencil icon, it will make that editable. So this is how you can quickly manage your data within the teams itself rather than moving to Excel or SharePoint list. So for better collaboration, it's a good tool. It's a good way to create your custom application over here. You can do a lot of custom stuff. So it's a standard one which I created right now just to make you understand that what the new concept about the Power Apps preview in Teams is all about. You can create on your actual business applications within using this Power Apps in few minutes or even hours. So that's it. It was a quick video. So I hope you may try your hands on this Power App Preview feature and you will find it interesting. Thank you.